Hello, Game Boys and Game Girls. I'm the GameBoyGuru, and welcome to another live stream. And I'm still trying to get that Stage 5 boss fight on RayForce during a normal run. I workshopped the boss, and I figured it out. Kind of got to where I could sort of do it, but I haven't been able to pull it off in a live run yet. So let's see what happens tonight. Oh, you know what? I want to make sure that I... No, that's all right. Do I have... I'll have to check and see. Yeah, I do. Okay, that's still going to be set. Must be independent of the save states. Yep, that's what happens when you get greedy. Good grief. Better to get the kinks out now so I can actually have a good run later. I probably need to stop worrying about some of the small fry enemies because, quite frankly, the score you get from them is pretty incidental. Good grief. Might as well make as many mistakes as I can right up front. Hopefully find a rhythm. Okay, now I actually have a run going. Okay, that was decent. Yes. Okay. Got a good start going here. All right, I missed a couple of power-ups, so I'm not at full shot power yet. But that's okay. Okay. Yo, Lego Puppy Nados. Yeah, how did camp go? I saw some posts in your Owaz's Discord. So seems like it was fun. Not so good. Well, that was a death I did not want it to have happen. Okay, well, shoot. Oh, it's still going. Okay. 3rd and 4th grade. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Well, hopefully the rest goes well for you also. Whoa, that was close. That dude was right on my tail. Ah, that was kind of unavoidable. Shoot. Hey, PM. Yeah, Camp Granada. Here I am at Camp Granada. Camp is very entertaining. And they say we'll have some fun when it stops raining. Spooked me. Man. That always feels a little RNG, even though I know it's relatively consistent. Dude, that feels so close. Oh, man. Camp Empanada. Ah. Freaks me out, man. I'm freaking out, man. Oh, what? Come on now. That was garbage. Not cool, man. That's cool. I'm glad that you're enjoying it and that it's hopefully been a rewarding experience. Okay. Fudge. I don't really understand how you, when the laser's that far over and you have nowhere to maneuver, I don't really understand how you deal with that. Because the path of the laser is RNG. Is that truly my PB? Oh. Rankings. Arcade. Personal link. Oh, I guess it is. Okay. Crunch like a real captain, yeah. Choplifter game style game called Choppa. Huh. Yo, Dr. Tan. Hey. Welcome in. You know what? Maybe I should do is fire up this boss fight. Is it here? No. Here. I should fire this up and workshop this a little bit more. I mean, is it a good idea to go up higher just to try and bait it? Maybe. I'm open to suggestions, but I think that might be a viable strat. Stage 1 and 2 score routing practice? Okay. Yeah, this boss is a total jackwagon. Yeah, the next extend is at 2 mil, but you only get 2. That's the part that throws me. You get 2 extends, and that is all you get. And it's kind of sucks, man. Yeah, no stage extends. It is brutal. But see, this is where I'm struggling right now, is this boss fight. I have a strat for it, but I feel like I need to adjust because by hiding down in the corner, because of the RNG of the laser path, I can't guarantee that I'm not going to take a hit. So it's all very RNG, which is not great at this stage of the game. This far into the game, I should say. That was probably a little bit too erratic. My movement there. I know you can blow this thing off. I just don't know if... Yeah, see, when the laser waves all the way over to the side, you just have no room to maneuver. So I feel like going up is a way to give yourself more room, but then you got to do a whole lot more movement through that pattern, and that's not great with the hitbox the size of a Cadillac. And the fact that your ship is just not very fast. Yeah, there's got to be a way to consistently move through that, because the pattern's the same every time, or I feel like it's the same, but maybe it's not. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at the replay to see, is it actually the same every time, or... Oh, see, that looks consistent. Yeah, that looks consistent. That, however, sucks and is not cool. The crisscross, yeah, that, well, and I think if I remember right, for that one, you just have to get right up in its grill. And literally almost kissing it, you know what I mean? Because I want to say I found that out when I was workshopping it. Several streams ago. I don't think I started my movements quickly enough there. Okay, maybe that's not consistent, and I'm going to have to figure out just how to move with the pattern properly. I don't know. I don't like it either way. It's pretty garbage. Either way, that pattern is butts. Why does that pattern suck so bad? Oh, wow. How do I make that more consistent? I don't get it. I mean, you have to dodge through it, it seems. I just don't know how to avoid that with any regularity. Yeah. And I think you have to be fully powered up in order to do enough damage to take one of the shoulders off early. Maybe staying centered and doing a little back and forth weaving is the way to go. I just have to read that better. I don't like this pattern at all. Oh, okay. I did not realize I was that close to taking him out. That's good. Ideally, it will be better if I can get here with this level of power then, instead of the green like I had before. Because otherwise, I'm gonna have to go through that pattern 2 or 3 times, which is not ideal. Realize how tired you were until sitting down. And I suppose getting as much, staying centered so I can do all that extra damage will be helpful. That will actually be essential for a quick kill on that boss. Yeah, I gotta figure that out for consistency. Like, when do I actually start moving in order to make that Yikes. I almost feel like I'm gonna take a death there on this boss fight no matter what. Hey, DL Wraith, how's it going? Staying central. You're talking about during the later phase? This one? But how do you stay central when those lasers come down? You can't. I don't know how you do that. Unless you can literally stay in between those things. I guess you can. But then, yeah, you can't. But I just did that and it didn't work because it was in my way. Unless I gotta be like a certain... Yeah, see? Unless I gotta be down further. Nope. That's not gonna work. Hey, D-Tungsten. Yeah, that's not for me. That's not for me. That strat is not for me. There's no way I'm gonna be... Oh, well, yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. But see, because of the RNG of the bullets, I feel like that's going to be inconsistent. The two beams head straight if you are close. I don't think so, because that's not what I'm seeing from all the stuff I've been doing with this. They fan out. I mean, unless that's your definition of close. That's not the way to do that. Yeah, I feel like there's a comfort zone and you have to figure out, like, maybe that's where the... No, that's why I feel like going up is a better idea, because at least then I can sort of bait the bullets a little bit and find a path through it. Like that. It might not be as consistent, but it'll be more consistent than trying to rely on the RNG of the laser positioning. Except if you do that and go diagonal, because your diagonal speed is complete garbage in this. Which I don't get. One of the things about this that's kind of frustrating. I dodged. Oh, I don't know about that. I'm certainly not proving that at any point right now. Compiling something and realizing you have a typo. Oh, yeah. Ah, yeah. Helps if you move when the bullets are right in your grill. Also helps if you move in a way that doesn't suck. Eight minutes, and yeah, that's good. that you didn't waste like half an hour. I gotta move consistently there, otherwise I'm gonna drive myself crazy. Wow. This is just getting better and better, isn't it? Man. I think it is RNG, the pattern. So it's kind of not great. Or if it's not RNG, it's the pattern changes with each volley somehow. Oh, I forgot to fix the MooBot thing. What are my thoughts on mini PCs? Yeah. I mean, you're not going to be able to play major games on them. But they do all right. I mean, that's what my brother has, and my nephew plays Roblox and Minecraft on it. Or, my nephew does. Oh, okay, maybe I just need to delay my movement so that I can get a little bit more consistency. Yeah, okay. That's the way to do it. A Batacera box. Yeah, that's a good idea. Older games and indies. Yeah, then that's a great idea. Perfect use for something like that. Oh yeah, hacking the Wii, soft modding the Wii. Wow, it would help if I could... My timing was not terrible. Oh, there's no way I should have survived that. That's the part that sucks really bad because I have a hard time. I mean, because it's all RNG and you want to shoot during that phase in order to do damage so you don't have to go through the BS pattern that comes next a bunch of times. So yeah, the lasers. You got to be up in its grill. You got to be right dead center. Yeah. Yeah, Drake and I were on a podcast last night, the Sega Dudes podcast, talking about the Mister. Oh, that probably should have been a death. That was a little too close for comfort. Oh, RNG. Yeah, it's just RNG. Man, you gotta do damage. Get greedy and then I'm screwed. I didn't set that up properly. Ooh, boss's laser sound effects are on point. Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Yeah, that will make that a lot more consistent by doing it that way. Just can't get too greedy. Yeah. Okay. Now that I at least have a better thought process on that, I'm going to start a run. But before I do that, I don't know why. I used the restroom before my stream, but I have to go again really bad. So I'll be right back. All right. Randumios, welcome. Yeah, maybe you can sneak some damage to his face before he shoots the laser cannons. That barrage of bullets when he gets closer. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Big time. Sneaky bastage. It's a bugbear. Yeah. I think the stage 5 boss is harder than the stage 6 or 7 bosses if I remember correctly from my my practice. GameBoyGuru has been relieved from duty. Funny. Ended up ditching almost on the laser emitters on the right side. Was baiting the lasers to travel almost straight. Then I'd follow it down to the bottom, tap dodge through the spread pattern. Yeah, for some reason I'm just not getting the right RNG on those. So I think my strategy is going to be more consistent for me, at least. We'll see. All right. Dr. Tan, you said stage 1 and 2 score routing. I'm curious to know specifically where you might have specific suggestions of score improvements. Usually have the first buy the second boss. Wow. That's impressive. So, if you see some areas where I could improve greatly, you butthole. Yeah, I mean, you know, nothing too crazy, but if you have ideas, I'm open to, you know, whatever you've got. I know there, if I leave those guys alive a little bit longer, I can get a little bit more of a score from those missiles, but I find that to be quite dangerous and not a good time. Oh, RayForce at Slam. I'll leave that to Colonel. Because this game is his jam, and he's the RayForce. He's the RayForce super fan. No, it's Colonel Fatso he's run RayForce at least 2 years in a row. He didn't do a run of RayForce this last slam, but he ran the two previous times, I think. Two previous slams, I should say. Colonel Panic works for General Failure. Ha! Something like that. Yeah. No, he didn't submit at all. I think maybe he was just busy with stuff with his new house or something. That would be my guess. Because I know that's why he didn't come down. But, oh well. Sometimes life gets busy and you just don't have the time. Can't make it work. I do shorter chains here because I have a hard time just kind of keeping up. Fudge. And that's what happens when you get greedy, kids. Yep, that's what happens when you get greedy. Yeah, stage 3 is nasty. Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah. That's about 10,000 points more than I had before. Heck yeah, okay. Well, that's a simple enough adjustment. I know there's a way to get all three of the rocks and this other stuff in one, but I have never been able to figure out how to do that without getting hit. Only kill one of the black tanks. Haha, you're a urologist. Okay, that's better. Sort of. I hate this spot. I hate it. 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 It sucks butts. For the side enemies, okay. Oh, right. I've heard that, or I've seen that. I've seen that. I've seen that strat. This is why stage 2 is such a pain in the tuchus, because it's difficult to to do that spot consistently and not get caught by those waves. Yeah, I just speed kill this thing as much as I can. I mean, I do destroy the parts, so I don't have to deal with all the bullet spam and whatnot, but yeah. Yeah, the Zaka Rush is a pain. Exactly. As I like to say sometimes on my streams, not cool, bro. Not cool. Okay, I'm gonna need to try to pick up some of the power-ups. Knew I was going to get caught there. Why? Okay, why did those other lock-ons not stay? I don't get it. I don't know what happened there. That should have been a lock. I don't feel like the timeout was that limited. But maybe it was. Maybe it was closer than I thought it was. Ah, I did not handle that well. Crap. And that's sometimes RNG too, where sometimes you'll get just wave after wave of those 90-degree turn lasers. Other times you won't, and I don't know what triggers that exactly. It's not clear to me what it is that causes that to happen, if anything. Maybe it's not something you can control. Good grief. This is what was happening to me last night, is I was just dying in this first stretch. For no good reason. I screwed it up already. Jeez. Yeah, that was a solid stage one. Oops. Oops. I feel like that was lower scoring for some reason. Whoa, okay, those guys were right up in my face. Yeah, that was lower scoring for some reason. I don't know. I don't get it. You screw up on stage 1 if you don't make the left turn fast enough for the control tower. Ha! Really? Really? Suck it, dude. Oh, I thought I had that. That is garbage. I don't like taking a death there. Dude, I knew that was coming. Why did I just absolutely get my face kicked in? I usually don't have this many deaths on stage 3. Excuse me. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. Shield mode of RayForce. Not so much. No, not so much. Okay. I took a death to the face with the afterburners because I'm a dork and completely forgot that they were going to be coming out, basically. in the heat of the moment. Laugh if you said how you were doing that in practice. Okay. Just thinking, taking out one of those turrets on the stage 3 boss might be an okay strategy. I don't know. Okay, 342, 900. Okay, I'm not full power, but Stage 2 mid-boss comes out, reminds me of... Oh, you talking about Kaikon? The one I played at, or are you talking about the one I played at the first, Thunder Force 4 on the first slam I was at? Oh, Nostradamus! Yeah. Wow, okay, that was fun. That was freaking awesome, man. No, you're fine. I'm still not consistent with this boss, so even if I wasn't distracted, about half the time I still don't do this right. Yeah, Nostradamus. Yeah, that one boss that comes out of the sand. Yep. Stage 7, I think. Yeah, I don't know what the hardware that was that Face used for that. Oh, heck yeah, that'd be awesome. There's, I can't remember now off the top of my head who did it, but there's a runner who did a counter stop of the game. If you score really well in the game, you can counter stop before the end or by the end. And so, and so, yeah, it's pretty sweet. There's just no good way to do that without... I'm just going to have to not score that spot. I don't think there's any way for me to do that and score it. Because when I try to score it, I foul it up. Right, but the thing is, I haven't figured out quite how to do it yet. Yeah. Yeah, I just haven't figured out how to do it, is my thing. So that's a problem. Well, on the bright side, at least the rank is down somewhat. Right? Son of a biscuit. That probably should have been a death. This might be my favorite track in the game. It's so cool. I love the atmosphere of it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've got that part okay. Ah, yeah, I biffed that big time. Stage 5? Yeah. Stage 5 is good. I mean, frankly, the whole soundtrack is good, although it gets a little downbeat in the final area. But, I mean, it's suitably unsettling, I guess you could say. I already messed that up. Jeez. I am glad that that M2 saw fit to put the Saturn arrange in the game and make it the default, because I think personally that it is the better version of the music. I know at least one person who doesn't agree, but to me this is the superior iteration of the music. There, that's a little bit better. Just got to be a little bit more aggressive. Main theme of 1 into 2, hopeful ambience of 2, upbeat track of 3. Yeah. That was solid. Oh, I missed one still. Well, trying to be fancy and score a little bit does me a fat lot of good. Yeah, R-Type Final does that with the music as well. You're right. Super Lest. That's, you know, that's one I messed around with a bunch in emulation, but I've still never put a ton of time into it. Alvy, how's it going? Nebulous RayForce. Not quite, but good shout. All right, well, I won't get my extend until later. I don't know if I'll manage getting it. I probably won't manage getting it before the boss, because I don't know that there's that much I can chain. Kamui is your zero. Ha! Yeah. Oh, I missed one. Hey, how about that? Just just be super aggressive and not even worry about chaining it, because that way lies madness. Thank you, DL Wraith. That's the pattern I wanted to get. Fudge! And then I had to go and do that crap. Why? Son of a biscuit. Man, I just got my friggin' extend and... botched it. You gotta be frickin' kidding me. Wow, what a moron. That doesn't even deserve my initials. Screw that run. I get too frustrated and then I let it get the best of me. That's part of my problem. I let my frustration dictate my run. Every death is a learning experience. Perhaps, but... oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to... oh well. I'll do it better next time. Yeah, I kind of biffed that too, man. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, have a short but good night's sleep there, DL Wraith. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Well, that was very close. Probably a little reckless. Yeah, that was a little bit clumsy. Oh well. Just gotta roll with it. I'm really trying here. I'm really trying here. Good grief. I don't know what it is about stage 2 that I just can't do consistently. Wait, that's not destroyed? Hotshot bullets and BS homing lasers, yeah. You know, if the hitbox on the ship was just a little smaller, this game would feel so much more refined. I don't know that it would feel that much easier, but it would feel more refined. Because, especially at high rank when the bullets get really fast, if your hitbox was just a little bit smaller, it would be more feasible to squeeze through sections that the game kind of expects you to squeeze through when you get... What the hell was that? I don't even know what hit me. I feel like I should quit this run now. But if I don't keep playing out some of these runs when I make these mistakes, I'm just going to forever be in this awful headspace. Having that small hitbox would allow you to cheat the puzzle. Yeah. You're probably right. It's just... to me, it feels like... I don't know. It's so close to being everything I want from this game. Yes, it does suck. Really? Really? I'm not a fan of that. I am not a fan of that. Or that. All right, let's give this one more go here. I'm going to be out of steam here pretty quickly, so... Yeah, one more week of this before Raystorm. Yeah, much bigger bonus doing that. Except I still messed that up, didn't I? Oh, nice. Yeah. Raystorm... I go back and forth between Ray Crisis and RayForce and Raystorm as my favorite of the series. Okay, I was trying to be fancy. I screwed it up. Awesome. Race Storm is the game that got you into shmups. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I guess it depends on whether you like the 2D or the 3D aesthetic better. Yeah, I mean, they're both awesome. Raystorm was my introduction to the series because I had a PlayStation before a Saturn. And so that's how I got into it. But yeah. PlayStation demo disc changed your life. Oh, is that how you discovered the genre then? Was a demo of RayForce or Raystorm? Nice. Nostradamus is very doable in Mr. Oh yeah, I mean from a hardware standpoint, whatever it runs on would have to be doable. If later games like Garega and Battle Back Raid can be done on Mr., certainly Nostradamus would be, hardware-wise, right in the ballpark. I'd be surprised if it didn't use a Motorola 68,000 processor like so many other arcade games of that time. I'd be very surprised. $68,000 Z80 and YM2610. Wow. Nice, yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, so in other words, you could basically just piggyback off the work of somebody else, and all you'd have to do is figure out what the custom ROMs are, if any. Which I assume there would be some custom ROMs. Feck. Frickin' frack. Ah. Oh, there's another game that uses the same hardware. Okay, cool. That helps. That's pretty cool. Get past the spicy meatball phase. Probably not been done yet to obscurity. Yeah. Well, at least my rank is lower. That seems like RNG. Sometimes you get the wave of extra enemies there, and sometimes you don't. I don't know what determines that. Hey. Okay, that was dangerous. Have no idea I was going to get into this. Can't remember what made me think to download the compiler. Oh, nice. Yeah. Lasers were coming in hot. Ah, I don't like it. I don't like it. That's not my PB, is it? Didn't I have a higher score earlier in the stream? Didn't I have like a 1.76 million? Oh, but I Hang on. Yeah, 1.749. Okay, that's my PB, which I got earlier. Resets the PB locally. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, and see, I've been using the save state just to get back to the inserted coin so I can start again. Yeah. Yeah, it's annoying that it resets your PB. It doesn't reset your what do you call it? Your control options. But it resets the score. Okay. Whoops. Man, I am like click happy or something. Yeah, that's all I can do for tonight. Let me grab that score though. I can at least drop the slight PB increase into the Discord. Holy crap. Orc Commander broke 7 million. Freaking amazing. That is sick. Dude, hats off. He has been grinding that. Wait, where's my screenshot? There it is. See, my problem is I can't go for more than a couple of hours usually. I just run out of steam and then I start to play worse and worse and worse. And then and then I get into a cycle of frustration and it's just bad. So, I usually only go about 2 hours because otherwise I spiral. That's just how I have to operate because otherwise yeah, it's just bad. Man, I can't type. Okay. That's done. Now we'll switch to the other set and we'll find somebody to raid. Yeah, I've found that especially if I'm frustrated with the game, if I go more than a couple of hours, I tend to just spiral. So it's better if I am conservative with how I approach it. Now on a weekend, I can do, more than one practice session, just a couple of hours at a time. But yeah, Oh yeah, EC3 Arcade is doing, he's got Zero Lux there at the arcade. And so we'll go ahead and raid that. But yeah, I just run out of steam too quickly. Let's see here. I think this is Gunbird 2, if I remember right, that they're playing right now. Yeah, this is Gunbird 2. Okay. Because I have no plans for the weekend and I am not on call like I was last weekend, I don't have to be anywhere for the first weekend and forever. I'm going to try to do both days with my Breath of the Wild. I'm close to having all the shrines. I only have 30 shrines left. So if I can do both days, I think I can finish it up. And then I can focus on something else. So that's what I'm going to try and do tomorrow afternoon and Sunday afternoon. So yeah, anyway, we will snooze fest. Hey, to each their own, right? I love the game, and I mean it's one of my favorites. But I get it. It's not for everybody. So yeah, I'm going to try and do that tomorrow and Sunday. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you for playing, and game on.